We got off to I didn't think we got off to a great start on Friday. Like the way the team played on Saturday. I think Lake State's a really good team. Their team speed is increased. They have good size and strength. Their penalty kills fourth in the country. Power plays, I think, leading our league, or it was leading our league. So they've got some good skill sets there. I thought their goaltender played outstanding. We've last couple of weeks we've done a pretty good job of making goaltenders of the week. With Scholl the weekend before for Bemidji, and then this week, I don't know if he's a freshman or sophomore or junior, but he'd only played one game prior going in, and he played. I thought he was outstanding. I thought we had some decent looks at him, and I really enjoyed the way he played. So, good hockey team. Hard to get sweeps in this conference. I think if you get 4 points in a weekend, you're probably gaining a point on a lot of teams, and we were only able to get 3, but kind of held our ground, I guess. Yeah, he's a throwback. He's a throwback. He's a kind of, there was a day when those are the only type of kids you wanted to recruit. I remember back in the day at Lake State when they were winning national championships, the coaching staff, Jeff Jackson in particular, would recruit rural kids, and only really wanted a couple of kids from the cities, a Doug Waite, Brian Ralston, maybe one from Toronto. Only a couple because of the urban, the difference in what you may get out of that player as far as their lifestyle and how they maybe overall work ethic or overall entitlement, things like that. So the majority of the kids back then were farm kids from Weyburn or Estevan or, Alberta, Saskatchewan, maybe some Manitoba in there. That was the bulk of the team, and led to championships. Those kids that left school early, in April and said, it's time to go plow. It's been a great year, teacher, and thanks for everything, but there's work to be done now. Isaac Gordon is that type of a kid. When you're recruiting him, they're not going to get him. They're telling him when he gets done on the tractor, he'll come in. He works for his grandpa. He understands the need for hard work, in which gives him the ability to improve and get better. And I think that's the biggest thing, right? The biggest difficulty right now is the skill sets are all good. You watch a kid, in the portal, and you watch him on video, and you say, okay, we can work with that. He's got skill set. We like he skates well, handles the puck well, but you don't know if he can learn. You don't know if he has the ability to learn or not, or has the barriers or whatever. I found it more increasingly difficult coming out of COVID to find guys that actually have the wherewithal to learn and get better. And that's a vital concept. Isaac Gordon has the ability to learn and get better. He's got that rural work ethic mentality, with no excuses. Just, I have to do what I have to do to get myself better, and he's a team first guy, so we take a whole team of him. They're good. They have a high skill set. I think Grant and his staff do an excellent job there. I have a lot of respect for what they do. I imagine they're at the point now, in looking at them on video, where they're trying to they're trying to recapture a little bit of that run that they had last year at this time, heading into the playoffs. They've changed some things that we can see in order to do that. Whether we'll see that this weekend or not, is yet to be seen. But trying to get back to that defense first mentality and feeling that got them to the championship game last year. Really got them within, I think they were up 2-0 or up by 2 goals very late, 2-3 minutes left, whatever it was, and Mankato scored a couple and then won in overtime, if I remember right, to steal a championship there and keep Northern out of the national tournament. So trying to recapture a bit of that. So I look for a really good competitive weekend. Always fun, great crowds in both venues. So both teams travel well, and a lot of excitement. So important points on the line, and it'll be, again, they have a high skill set. If you don't at least match their energy and their competitive level, they can bring it up on you. So you let that happen, and let their skilled players, if they outwork you and outcompete you, chances are the game's gonna go in their favor.